What's going on with people heckling LeBron recently? For God's sake, he had another one last week. It's like heckle LeBron year in the NBA.
Hey, when you're down, what you supposed to do? You're supposed to kick him.
I guess so. Yeah, that's how it goes. But
LeBron's not winning as much as you know. People like pile on like a little Bugs Bunny. Let's pile on the rabbit. I'll pile on the rabbit. But it's weird when the Laker fans. I've never heard them boo this much in my
last
life.
Couple games, man. Was it Sunday night that they were getting run out of the building by New Orleans, and things got sideways. There's video of Jeannie Buss just like halfway through the third, just getting up and walking out.
I was trying to walk out of that game too, but
you were getting paid to stay.
Someone made me sit down next to them. Hey, if I gotta watch this shit, you gotta watch it.
You gotta watch
it
too.
Leave.
You and James were like, forget this, man. I'm going home.
Look, it's one of them things where people ask, "Did you watch the game?" I said, "What game?" The Laker game. For what? I value my peace.
Hey,
in all ways.
I give it up to New Orleans. If you watch New Orleans of late, if they said, they said, I'm not do the trend. The trend is to do all that bullshit, dribble weave outside the three and do all that. He went straight old school. I'll post you up in the paint. If I got a mismatch, all right, if not, I'm just gonna pick and roll you. I ain't gonna do all this dumbass dribble weave and shit that everybody's doing. Everybody's trying to copy Golden State and do everything on the perimeter and then try to shoot threes. Man, like you can't fucking shoot threes like Steph. You can't shoot threes like Clay. Stop it, man. This is the biggest thing that upsets me in all the sports. I just had to watch it last night, watching my son's team, Harvard Westlake. Everything was on the perimeter. Everything is done this. Basketball is a game that can be played on the perimeter and on the inside. So use both aspects of the game. And it just bothers me that people try to emulate Golden State when you can't. It reminds me when everybody wanted to run a triangle like Chicago because they were winning titles. Okay. You don't have Michael Jordan, you don't have Scottie Pippen, so you can't run the fucking triangle. You don't have Kobe Bryant or Shaq, so you can't run the triangle. And this is what you got to coach the talent that you have, not a fucking system.
About the Jimmys and the Joes.
Now I'm off my soapbox on that.
That's okay.
It's all about the Jimmys and the Joes.
This podcast is literally your soapbox. You're allowed to do whatever the hell you want on this show. Okay. That's your job. But and if you're not, then I don't know what we're even doing. I think the Lakers were at 27 and 33 right now. I think you're at 10th, 9th or 10th in the West. I mean, you're going to be a play-in team at best if this continues this way. Everybody's pointing at this. I don't know if this is worth anything. LeBron's 4 years in LA, 2019 missed the playoffs, 2020 bubble title, 2021 play-in, 2022 probably a play. So you had one good year in the title run where you had the bubble. But beside that, it's been kind of tough sledding.
Hey, Big Shot, in the words, and I don't know if you've seen this guy on social media by the name of Bubba Dub 94. In the words of him, trash. The Lakers are trash. All of them, trash. Get rid of all of them. I mean, when I say all, I don't mean LeBron, but
everybody else,
just trash. And I know exactly, you know who I'm talking about too, because I know you done seen them videos.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it.
But you know who I'm talking about. Go ahead and look it up on Instagram. Buddy, anytime the Lakers lose, look forward to that video.
I had to look at it. But, they keep harping on how the big three haven't played together. And I'm not trying to give them an excuse, but think about it. AD has been he's been
hurt all year almost.
Hurt all year.
Yeah.
And he gets back, he gets hurt. LeBron was out. Russ doesn't really gel with the team. And there's so many things. If you look at this team, there's only been two bright lights to this team so far. And I'm not talking about LeBron. I'm talking about the people who come in as Malik Monk and Reeves. And also THT is starting to shine a little bit too. He's starting to play better. But those three guys, they have been the little bright. I think about it, you never thought Reeves would be as good as he is. You never thought he'd be able to contribute like he's contributing. A lot of people wrote Malik Monk off because, they jerked him in and out of the lineup.
And he's young. He's like 24, 25.
Yes. So, but the thing is, if I was a GM of the Lakers, you're going to have some movement, and you're going to have to get rid of some of that salary cap. and people, you can't expect to get talent because the money slots that you have, there's no talent that fits that money slot. You know what I mean by that? There's nobody out there.
No one's going to take that paycheck.
Yeah. Contribute is what you want them to do at $3 million. You know, you're going to have to come out to 12, $15 million, you know. So
unless you can get them to Dennis Schroeder themselves. That's your only bet.
Exactly.
But a lot of it is,
and now he can't even get him stay on the team.
Okay. And the crazy part about it is a lot of it is going to have to come down to them seeing if they can trade Russ in the summer. Because
$47 million next year.
He's gonna have to. He can opt in. I think it's an option year next year.
Hey, I hope is whoever his representative is saying, dude, no, you got to take this $47.
Oh, they're gonna tell him he's gonna try to opt in. Yeah,
100%.
Now the thing is about okay, if he opts into that 47, that makes it tough for the Lakers because now you got to figure out okay, hey, who wants to take a 47 million, 33-year-old future Hall of Famer, but he can't really
coming
shoot.
Off an off year.
And it's going to be his 15 in 5 seasons.
Yeah.
Any bidders? Don't all yell at once.
Yeah.
Nobody's got their hand up.
It's gonna be a rough time for the Lakers in the offseason, man, because it's not because people don't want to come to the Lakers, just because they can't pay nobody. They don't have the money. And there's no way, well, they have the money, but why go 30 million over the salary cap? You know, it's going to be crazy, man. I feel bad for the Lakers because, when you get to know the organization like I have of late, you start to develop relationships, you become friends, you become family. And I feel bad for them, man, because the Laker brand is a brand that's great for sports. If they're winning, it's great for sports. It's like if the Yankees are winning, it's great for sports. If the Cowboys are winning, it's great for. And I even hate to say that about the Cowboys.
Don't bring up the Cowboys.
The NFL,
don't drag the Cowboys into this.
The NFL is just fine.
The Cowboys haven't not been to the playoffs in a long time.
Last time I checked, it's a team in LA that won the Super Bowl.
When the Cowboys are losing, it's great for people just to trash the Cowboys.
Of course, but it's the same thing with the Lakers, like you said. When the king is down, you want to kick the king. You know what I mean? Because it's just that's how sports works sometimes.
Here's the thing, and I've been seeing this on, obviously you don't take Twitter too seriously, but it's interesting. But you see a lot of now you have a lot of Knicks fans coming out, to Laker people saying, well, you guys will get used to it. We've been dealing with losing for this long, and you'll get used to losing to it. I'm like, you do know that Knicks problem and Laker problems ain't the same, right?
No.